Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I am Stephanie and today's reading is about whether or not you can trust the person on your mind. So this can be romantic or platonic. I am intending us to go whichever way so that the person that you are thinking about, we're going to see what their intentions are, whether they're trustworthy or not, what their thoughts are, maybe a little bit of that, as well as how they are relating to you and what they may want from you. But we're going to start with these four piles. We have pile 1 with the Weaver Tarot and a Black Moonstone. Pile 2, we have the Angel Tarot and green calcite. Pile 3, we have the Cozy Witch Tarot and this Golden Healer Palm Stone. This looks like a caramel candy. And then pile 4, we have a lemurian or Tibetan quartz, I can't remember what it's called, and the Starchild Tarot. So take a moment to think about your person, clear your mind, and we'll be ready for this reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the Black Moonstone and the Weaver Tarot, then we have a reading here for you about your person and whether you can trust them or not. So there's a song that came through, and this is like a throwback because I don't even listen to some of these bands anymore. It's called, oh, it was a weird name too, An Lemurian Instance of Montreal. And this is giving me college vibes because this song is from like way back. But essentially the lyric that is coming through is, "Our last summer as independents, do you remember?" And essentially it's a song about how, I want to say it was the songwriter or the persona of the songwriter was talking about how they spent their last moments before they got married with their partner. So this might lean a little bit more romantic for some of you, but if it doesn't, there's definitely a sense here that some of you are stepping into a new energy with this person you are thinking about. And I think this is part of the reason you're wondering whether you can trust this person or not, because there is a sense that things are about to change for you and this person, or your person if it is a romantic interest here. Just take it how it resonates. I am intending this to be for either or, but let's look at the oracles we have to get a vibe check on your person. We have the Coyote and Datura, Deceit. How about that? You come into a reading wondering whether you can trust somebody or not. The first card you get says Deceit with number 37 here. The Coyote and Datura, Deceit. We have the Boston Terrier, amusing, cheerful, and content. We have Magic happens when you most expect it, number 44. We have Miracles, ancient wisdom, number 39. We also have My super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. And Darkest Hour, number 9. There in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. So I can tell right away that you have some doubts about this person. And it's giving me a sense that some of you might be doubting your magic and your ability to be intuitive as well here. I am getting a sense that some of you are going through a dark night of the soul for whatever reason this may be. It could be due to maybe like a fight with this person, but there's also a sense that some of you are just going through your own thing and may not be able to really rely on this person, whomever they may be. I am getting a sense that they're a bit of these two cards make me think of your person. They're amusing, cheerful, and content. They might be a little bit of a jokester. They might be a little funny. So they might be somebody who finds it hard to take things seriously from time to time. And this might be part of the reason that you are wondering whether you can trust them or not. With Miracles and Magic, like I said, some of you are denying your magic. That or their energy is like dampening your magic, if that makes any sense. Like it's not allowing it to glow as much as possible. I am getting the sense that some of you are looking to feel joy, that there's faith here, that there's faith in love, whether it's this person or whether it's the fact that you know you will come out of it just fine and unscathed regardless. With Darkest Hour though, I am getting the feeling that some of you might just be in this energy where you feel like you have nobody to turn to. And if this person is, for example, a romantic partner, you should always feel like you can turn to them. But I am getting the sense here that some of you are just suspicious, whether it's because they can't take something seriously or because there's kind of an energy here where they look at you a little bit clueless, like they themselves don't know what to do. There is, it's interesting that these are both like dog-like creatures. I know coyotes aren't dogs, but they're very similar. And it's making me think of, I don't know, like they look to you for all the decisions, but you're currently in an energy where you can't be making decisions because you're going through something else. I'm not sure what this dark night of the soul is. You could have recently lost somebody. You could have recently lost a job, or maybe you're just feeling some type of energy that is making you look inward, and it's forcing you to be very introspective. And your person is just out here in la la land. I'm hearing kind of like either not getting with the program, not understanding that you have to take care of yourself right now, and they're kind of just doing whatever, kind of waiting for you to get better or get back on track so that you can do stuff for them. It is giving me that energy, unfortunately. There is a sense here that your person, I don't think they're deceitful, but we'll look into the tarot for that. But I am getting the sense that they might be lying to themselves a little bit about what this connection is. Or maybe you're lying to yourself. I really do feel it's more them, though. Again, there is a sense here that they're just kind of waiting for you to get better so that you can do stuff for them, or that they can proceed forward with whatever it is the two of you are doing. Let's look into the astro dice. We have Pisces here. We have the 6th house and Jupiter, which is very interesting. Like I said, they might be a Sagittarius or have like very strong Jupiter placements. Strong Jupiter placements make me think of like somebody who just enjoys having a good time. Like they're not here for a bad time, they're here for a good time. And I feel like they respond more to good, positive energy. But the thing is, we can't always be in good, positive energy. Like there's going to be times when we're down or when we have to, like I said, tend to this dark hour that you are currently going through. And they're just kind of not getting with the program. With the 6th house, you could already live with this person, because the 6th house does make me think of like chores, work, health. But in this case, I'm wondering if some of you are going through like some ill health right now. Like maybe you're sick and you're listening to this, or maybe you're recovering from some type of surgery. It's nothing major. I feel like it might just be something small, but regardless, you're going to be out of commission for a little while. And this person is just looking around like, well, when are you going to get better? With Pisces, I am getting this feeling that not everything is clear. Pisces does have a multitude of sides to them, and I feel like you're seeing a very distinct side to them that you may not have noticed before. The 6th house does make me think that I'm not sure if this person expects you to do a few more chores even while you're recovering, but it is giving me the sense that they kind of need to step up, or they should at least not bother you for a while. With Jupiter, though, I'm getting go big or go home here. Maybe some of you have asked them to go away since they're just sitting around waiting for you to get better, or they're waiting on your command to move forward with something, when the truth is that your person needs to kind of do their own thing. I could also see this being like a parent child kind of connection, if this is like a much older child. And if so, this could be an instance where you have to let them know that sometimes they need to grow up and take care of their own things. Mostly if they're already at a certain age. I'm not talking about little ones, clearly. I'm talking about like, I don't know, whatever a good age for a child to start taking care of themselves is. Like, and it will depend on age as well. Like I think at 12 years old, they should know how to make a very simple meal. And like at another certain age, they start doing their own laundry, cleaning their own room. I'm not talking about little ones here, clearly. I am talking about like grown children, like teens and up, where they should be taking care of themselves. And if this isn't a child situation, I feel like if it's like a roommate or some family member even, again, especially if it's a parent, they should not be bothering you at all. But like I said, there is a codependency coming through here. And I feel like you brush off that codependency, or you kind of ignore it, again, because of this good nature, this good humor, this Jupiter energy that usually you can laugh it off, Or you can be like, well, they put me in a good mood, so I don't mind doing all this stuff for them. And that might mean the world to you. But whenever you break down or whenever you have to start taking care of yourself and focusing on yourself, something comes through here. And it's like they're waiting on your magic to come back to make everything better again. I could also see this as a work situation where you might have coworkers or even like a boss or something, and they're waiting for you to come in and just do everything magically, because there is a sense of magic to how you get things done. Again, this is siphoning your energy. This is a energy vampire, unfortunately, pile 1. Regardless of how cheerful and nice they are, of how amusing they can be, there is a sense here that with Coyote especially, it's making me think of somebody like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's what it's giving me. And I know coyotes are a thing with like the cartel and everything. I'm Mexican. I don't care about that kind of imagery or lore or whatever you want to call it. So, but if you're aware of what that is, essentially it's somebody who's trying to smuggle drugs from one place to another. It's giving me that, where like the person trying to smuggle stuff isn't actually involved in it. They're literally just taking stuff from point A to point B. But it's like there's still like it's still a problem, even if you're not, like, somebody is not aware of how much of a problem they're being. They think they can laugh it off, brush it off for whatever reason. But the truth is, they need us. I'm hearing lay their hands off you, or like stop siphoning your energy, stop drawing so much from you, because you deserve to have the time off. You deserve to have it easy from time to time, and this person just keeps coming at you. Yeah, I don't like this energy, because it seems innocent at first, but then you start seeing a different side of them, especially with Pisces. And I love Pisces, I really do. I have a lot of placements in Pisces, and some of my best friends are Pisces. But there is an energy here. This is like a lower vibration Pisces energy, where they can be very awfully deceptive sometimes. They can hold secrets and deceptions for years and years, and no one will ever find out. But there will always be like this weird feeling in the back of your mind or your gut that something wasn't right. And again, it's like you may never find out until like one day. So I feel like they're really good at hiding their intentions with you. Whoever this person is, I can see it being in any form of relationship or any form of connection. So again, the platonic instance still stands here. So with that in mind, let's move on to the tarot. Magic happens when you most expect it. I feel like they expect a lot of your magic and miracles to, and wisdom to fix their problems, believe it or not. I think they're aware, especially if it's somebody close to you or somebody who also like is aware of your magic. Because I do feel like this is my very intuitive pile. I feel like you're manifestors or psychic, or to something magical about you for sure. And these people are aware, and they kind of expect that ability to come through a lot. Some of you might be healers, and this could be a client as well. But it's a client that oversteps their boundaries. Like, sure, they still pay you on time. They still do this, and that. They keep their appointments. But they might overstep their boundaries, or they may expect a lot of you. So for the tarot, we're using the Weaver Journey Tarot here. We're going to do this person A and B style with some connecting cards. I'm going to do 3 cards on each side plus 2 in the middle is what I'm being shown. And maybe some clarifiers, but only if it's needed. So let's get some connecting energies here about a very, well, I don't know if it's going to be a specific situation, but definitely what it is that brings you two together and how you're each handling this. We have 3 cards for the middle. We have the pillar. The pillar in this case is going to be the Empress. We have the Ace of Coins. This could be a work situation. It could also be money or a living situation. We have the High Sage, which is the High Priestess. Yeah, somebody definitely understands that you are very psychic, that you have this ability to do things. Why am I being shown that episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender where they go see the psychic and Katara just keeps going to the psychic and asking her every little detail about what to do. She's like, am I going to marry a powerful bender? Or no, who am I going to marry? She's like, who am I going to marry? What should I wear? What should I eat? Like, it's just dumb little things like that. We're like, why are you asking so much? Why do you like just go live? But the psychic just keeps giving her like random, well, I guess not random. She just keeps giving her answers. And it's like, Katara, chill. This person is giving me that Katara vibes. And you're, what's her name? Aunt Wu? I love that episode. For so many reasons. Okay, so person A is going to be you, pile 1. We have the 2 of Cups. So you definitely consider this person a friend. I feel like you definitely have compassion and affection for this person. And this could be just part of the reason that this has gone on so long, or that you allow them to do this. We also have the not Queen, this is the King of Pentacles. So you provide a very grounding presence, a very stable presence to this person. Whether you're aware of this or not, you're very grounding either to this person or just in general. Regardless, you bring stability to the room whenever you come into it. So I could see this as like a work situation, and if it is like a romantic situation, again, you stabilize your person. And then one more card for person, the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going to happen that's going to be out of both of your control, where they're going to be forced to grow up, essentially, because this is giving me a very juvenile energy where they're just always tapping into you. And like I said, this is only okay if it's like a baby child, if it's a small child who can't handle a lot of stuff. But if this is like a much more grown child or an actual adult, they need to knock it off. I know this isn't really answering so far whether you can trust this person or not. I just feel like they have a mask or a side to them that is draining you, essentially. But that doesn't mean they're not trustworthy. I feel like they might still... Well, let's look at the cards. Let's see what we're getting for your person. So we have the 3 of Coins with work here and collaboration. I definitely feel like you rely on each other. So like I said, it could be work, it could be a living situation, it could be a roommate, or if you have a romantic partner, somebody you live with. In some cases, it might be multiple people, pile 1. If you notice this kind of behavior in multiple people in your life, this might be something to look at inwardly. We have the Fool, where again, they're acting, this is weaponized incompetence here. I don't read reversals, but I felt like if I had, this would have come out reversed. Also, the horns here, they're supposed to represent the god Pan, which is a very carefree and nature-like kind of deity. But in this case, it's giving me devil, like the devil. And then one more card for person B, or my pile's person, 6 of Swords. This person is going to end up going away, believe it or not. If there is or at least backing off. They are going to back off, but I feel like there's going to have been some sort of fight beforehand, because we do have Swords energy as opposed to 8 of Cups, which is another walking away card, or what's another walking away card? There's several, but this is giving me like some words are going to have to be said. Back of the deck energy, we have the 6 of Cups with emotional reciprocity. I feel like you both definitely help each other out here. Like I said, there is definitely love. There is definitely compassion. It could also be a friend, of course. I feel like there are no hard feelings here, but somebody is draining you. With let's look at your side first, pile 1. We have the 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. Like I said, you're a very stabilizing effect on this person. You carry more weight than this person. I don't think you realize how powerful your energy is within this connection. I feel like you don't understand how much this person relies on you, to the point where like if you weren't around, they probably wouldn't be around. This is why this 6 of Swords energy came through. The Wheel of Fortune, and I love that these are like in the same position. I feel like this is building up towards something. This is definitely building up to either some kind of karmic baggage coming back at them for not having done what they're supposed to do. Because I am seeing like an energetic contract where like you both agreed to do something in this lifetime, but they have not been holding up their end of the bargain. They know they have it. I feel like they do. And I really hope they will be accountable once the time comes. I feel like they will. The majority of them will. Not everybody, unfortunately, but the majority of them will. Because your person with the 3 of Coins here, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Fool, they act a fool. That's for sure. They act like they don't know what's going on. But it's kind of like, no, they're not fooling you anymore, essentially. I'm being told to take this a little literally, because it's like they know exactly what they're doing. They know that they're giving you a lot more than they want to take on. And because you're willing to put up with it, it's okay. But the thing is, they kind of expected you to be somebody who was like thriving off of having to do so much. And what they didn't realize is that no, you expect balance. You expect there to be the Six of Cups here, reciprocity, not just emotional, but also when it comes to the physical work. This is giving me, like, I've seen this dynamic a lot, even within couples. Well, there would be like one person who likes to do everything and one person who does nothing, and they kind of agreed on that. But it doesn't matter what the situation is. I feel like the only time you can get away with it is, like, again, a parent child situation, regardless of who is at what age. And two, in an area where, like, maybe somebody has a disability and the other one doesn't. For example, if somebody has recently given birth, then their partner is obviously going to step up and do a little bit more than the person who gave birth because they're recovering. Or even like a more permanent disability, somebody who has disabilities with a partner who doesn't, and the partner, of course, does more to take care of them. But even then, you will see some sort of equality there. Within a healthy relationship, you will see equality. But here, in the example I'm trying to give, there's always going to be somebody who just caves or is finally like, this is enough. Typically the person who does the most. Sometimes the person who doesn't do anything will take advantage, will not take it, well, yes, they are taking advantage, but they will take it for granted as well. And yeah, this is a very unbalanced connection. And the person you're thinking about, they're kind of aware of this. In fact, they're very aware of this. Unless it's like a young teenage child here, I doubt they're not aware of it. Because I feel like the only time they wouldn't be is when they're like still trying to grow up and they need all their parents to do everything. I say this having been there. Even into your like early 20s, I feel like you're still not an adult, but your parents kind of have to walk you through everything. But let's look at the connecting cards, because like I said, we have the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins here is a seed that has been planted. I'm seeing it as an understanding and an agreement here. That's that soul contract that we were talking about earlier. But I'm also seeing it as like somebody has given somebody an idea here, and it's going to come to fruition with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. It might be an idea that, hey, maybe you should step down since you can't hold up to this. Or, hey, maybe we should part our ways since I'm doing a lot more than you are within this connection. It's that kind of idea. Only take that if it resonates. Regardless, I feel like there's a foundation here for the both of you to grow into better people, even if that means having to grow apart. Because I do feel like there's going to be an energy here with the Empress where somebody has to take care of themselves, and it might be a lot more long-term than you were expecting. This is essentially you, pile one. You have to focus on yourself, and therefore you have to let this person go, or tell this person to pick up a lot more of the slack here, especially in a work situation. This person could end up leaving the company, or if it's a partner, they could end up leaving you, or you ask them to leave. Depending on how this is. I feel like it'd be more you asking them to leave, because let's face it, they benefit way too much from being with you. With the High Priestess, though, your intuition will guide you here, because it's already been guiding you for quite a while. So you will be fine. I know that a lot of this energy is, it's a lot to deal with. Underneath this, what do we have? The Four of Pentacles. Somebody might try to hold on to this connection longer, or they might try to hold on to you. Again, it's like they're going to wait out to see when you're going to get better. And the truth is, I'm not seeing you fully restored to 100% until this person leaves. Because I feel like their very presence has been on you about trying to just rely on you for everything, whether it's financial, physical, administrative, work-wise, whatever it is. Because even as I'm tapping into this energy, like, I'm getting a little drained. So it's not fun, but I do it to, excuse me, I do it to let you know what you need to know. I am being called to get some cards for clarification, just 3, about how this is going to go along. Also, one of these cards is going to give us an indication of whether you can trust this person or not. So what will come out of this? We have The Eight of Globes. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody is going to try to hold on a little bit longer. Someone's going to try to reap the rewards of whatever this is. I really hope this is more you, pile one, than your person, because your person doesn't really deserve any of this. I also hope you're getting compensated if it's possible. Three of Globes. Again, this might be heavily a work situation because we have the Three of Pentacles twice. And then, are they trustworthy or not? We have the Knight of Wands. This is giving me no. This is like a hit and run. They're going to try and do as much as they can to make it right to you, but when it's time to go, it's time to go, and they're going to be out of here, essentially. Back at the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So somebody new is going to come in. I'm not saying they're going to right their wrongs, but it's going to give you faith that you can trust people again, because I feel like your trust has been wounded regardless. Yeah, I feel like your trust in this person is just not what it's going to be. It's not going to be what it used to be. So for example, if we're going with the work example, let's say your boss steps down because they were relying too much on you, and really you were the reason the whole department or company or whatever was thriving the way it was. Even if you see them in a different position, I feel like you're going to think twice, 3 times, 4 times before you decide to work with this person again, because you know what they are capable of. If it is a lover situation, again, like you might leave, but I don't think you'll be speaking to each other because of that trust. Like even if you, let's say if it's a situation where they left and you still have some loose ends to tidy up here, you may not trust them to do their due diligence when it comes to that aspect. And if it's a kid, well, it might just take you a little bit longer to trust this kid, depending again on their age and what's going on with them. And if it's a parent, they're just going to try and get away with a lot. Take that really loud, fast car as a confirmation of that. Oh, it's a school bus. So yeah, maybe some of you are dealing with kids here. But like I said, it's going to be older kids. It's not going to be little kids. I'm not talking about the babies here. I'm talking about the teenagers and up. The ones that you know better by now. But let's move on to some advice cards. But let me tell you, even if you do end up having to close a chapter on this person or moving into a different energy with this person, you're going to feel so much lighter, because even as I like tapped out of that whole energy, I can breathe better. I don't feel the heaviness anymore. But then again, I've been channeling a lot of heavy energy lately. So let's go with some affirmators and some tea leaves. With the affirmators, not tarot. This is the affirmators oracle, deluxe edition. I'm only going to get one card for you. Criticism. I remind myself that there's nothing in this world that everyone likes. If someone doesn't get me, my perspective, or my work, that's okay. There are also people in the world who don't like pizza, but does that mean pizza is bad? Nope. It means those people are wrong and or robots. And it's actually all good because more pizza for us. So I feel like criticism has been something that's been brought up a lot within this connection, within this person and you, between this person and you. I feel like you may get accused of being overly critical when the truth is you're just pointing out things that are true. For some of you, criticism might be something that's been brought up in the past as well. Like maybe you've had to deal with criticism growing up, so as a result, you try to become less critical as an adult. But the truth is, sometimes it's needed. You don't have to say this criticism with a lot of negativity or anything, but it's definitely something that needs to be heard and something that this person needs to hear. And then we have some tea leaf cards. I'm hearing 6 for you. We have marriage. So for some of you, this could feel like a very long-term connection where you have to talk about this with your partner. Or this person could have like a planet placement in your 7th house, which makes it easy to take on a lot more of their baggage or of their energy. We have wishbone. A wish is granted. Like I said, there's going to be something that you can't help with that Wheel of Fortune coming through. This is coming back in the wishbone here. We have hills, obstacles to overcome. You have mice, discord among friends or family. For some of you, like I said, this could be a family situation. We have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, which actually goes with the 7th house. The 7th house can be the house of relationships, romance, but also open enemies. It's very much one of those, you might end up hating this person, but the truth is it doesn't mean that you don't care about them. It just means that you feel very passionately about the things they've done or the things they have refused to do. And Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You're going to be just fine. Pile 1, you're just going to have to overcome certain things without this person. It could be whatever your current situation is if you are recovering from something physical or emotional. Back of the duck, rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Take that only, of course, if this is a romantic partner, or I feel like if it's something to do with like taking care of kids as well, or becoming pregnant. Like, so I did mention one of you may have been pregnant and somebody is taking on more than the others. So like I said, take this as it resonates. Like, I feel like a lot of different relationships have been brought up in this particular reading. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful Pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If any of this resonated, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, Pile 2. If you chose the Angel Tarot, then we have a reading here for you about whether you could trust this person or not. So 2 things before I start that I was channeling before I recorded this. Number 1, I heard the song from the Pussycat Dolls when I grew up. So I don't know who this person is, but maybe they like that song. Or maybe you're talking about what your vocation will be. I feel like career is at the forefront of this, or what you want to do with your life. And then the second thing was I was shown this image of when I was younger. I wanted to be a photographer. And specifically, I liked still life, so I would do a lot of close-ups of some very interesting things so that you would see it in a different perspective. For example, I might take like a bubble and like really zoom in on it and see like all the rainbow colors and the light coming through. I really enjoyed still life photography because it took a very specific inanimate object and brought it to life with a very different literal view of it, as well as lighting. People didn't understand it. My family thought it was weird because I was taking pictures of things as opposed to like people, but I've always done that. Even when I was younger, I would take pictures of cars, of all my family's cars. But so those 2 things came through. I'm not sure if they apply to you. I don't know if somebody here is like trying to be an artist or trying to be like a professional photographer or something to that extent. It could be a videographer as well, because I know we do a lot more media with video as opposed to photos now. But regardless, we have your pile here, and we're going to start with the oracles to get a view of who this person is, what their intents are, what's going on between you and them, and of course, whether you can trust them or not. We have the Hound and the Pair, Loyalty, with number 23. We have a Chinese crested dog, Elegant, Happy, and Sensitive. Fill your cup with sacred giggles, number 21. Courage, Strength, Fierceness, and Family. This is giving me the Strength card, of course, with the lion and the lady, goddess lady, as well as Leo vibes. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. And Storm. As within and so without, there are storms a-coming, a change without doubt. So, yes, your person is trustworthy. That's the first thing that I am getting. Very trustworthy. What I feel you are really wanting to talk about here is whether you can weather the storm with them or not. Because with Storm, I am getting the Tower moment. I am getting that there might be some things up ahead that you both will have to deal with. But overall, unlike in the first pile, I am getting a sense here that this is somebody you can trust and somebody you can go the distance with. The loyalty card specifically, as well as courage. It's like they're not afraid to stay committed to you. Because this could be romantic. This could also be friendship. It could also be a business partner, because I'm not getting one or the other more than anything. But I am getting that this is somebody who cares very much about where you stand with them. They wouldn't take it personally if you questioned their loyalty. I think this is just part of the reason they like you even more. It's like, it's good that you're questioning that. You should question that, because you never know when somebody might turn on you. I feel like this person has had to deal with people that were very unreliable in the past. So this is part of the reason that they're okay with this. With Elegant, Happy, and Sensitive, this is somebody who's very mature. Even if they look like this cute little dog here, they might look younger than their years. They might be younger than years, because we do have 23 and 21, as well as 2, which are all very smaller numbers, at least in a scale of 1 to 100. We also have 37 here. But I feel like this person gives off an air of being very mature for their age, or very level-headed. The elegance is coming through, as well as the sensitivity. I feel like they could be a water sign because they tend to be the most sensitive, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But there is a sense here that they still bring a lot of joy to your life, both with the courage and fill your cup with sacred giggles. This is giving me like the Ace of Cups almost. They're filling your cup with giggles. They bring a lot of light into your life for sure, especially with this courage card. I feel like they're very protective of you and you of them. There's definitely a sense here that you both are very near and dear to each other. With feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. I feel like they make you feel good. If you're ever around them and the energy just feels a lot lighter and easier, like you can breathe, like you don't have, you know, any amount of stress on your back. It's just that energy you both have, which is interesting when we have storm here. I wonder if you know that there is something coming up that you both are going to have to face, and whether you can weather this out or not, literally weathering the storm. And so far I am being told yes, like every indication has been that this person is very much trustworthy. It took a moment in the first pile to figure out whether this was the case or not, but with you, I'm hearing a yes, a very strong yes. But let's look at some astro dice to get some information regarding this. We have the 8th house of intensity. We have Pluto. Dang, we have Pluto in the 8th house, which is actually what I have. And then Sagittarius. So somebody could have Pluto in the 8th house in Sagittarius. This could either be like a placement they have within your 8th house, or a placement they have within your 8th, or either you in their 8th house or they're in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of life, death, but also intense situations, as well as shared finances. It's rebirth. It could, if this is a romantic partner, it could also be sexual chemistry here. With the Pluto card, though, this is with the Pluto planet here, I am being told this is going to transform you. Like, as nice as your relationship is, as easygoing as it is, and as easy as it may be, like I said, I feel like you can both trust each other, or you're at a point where you finally can. At least, because I feel like this connection has gone on enough that you have gained each other's trust. With Pluto, it's going to be very transformative. I feel like whatever this storm is, let's put this over here because I feel like that's where it goes. You're going to learn that it's going to bring you closer together, and you're going to learn that this is definitely somebody you can trust. And likewise, I feel like they've been looking for somebody that they can trust too. Like I said, I feel like they've had to deal with unreliable people, or people who are very deceitful. With Sagittarius, I like that Sagittarius came through because it's a sign known for being very honest and direct. I do love the bluntness that Sagittarius have, even though they don't always have the tact. But they're going to be very honest with you. You may not hear it in the best way, but they will be honest with you. So, and likewise, I feel like you will be like this to them as well, pile 2. Also, 2 came out twice, both because you chose pile 2 and because we have the number 2 here in this courage card. I feel like you both have the courage to trust each other. Fierceness in family. This could be a family member. And just because somebody's family doesn't necessarily mean you can trust them. I understand that. But in this case, if it is a family member, do know that you can. With fierceness, though, there is something you like about their guts. I am getting that, especially with the Sagittarius. There is something about their attitude that you really enjoy and that you know you can go the distance with. But let's move on to the tarot to see exactly what's going on here. I feel like I answered this rather quickly. But like I said, I feel like you're just looking for confirmation. And again, we're going to look at whatever that storm is that's going to come through. We're doing this person A and B style. You are going to be person A. They might be person B. And I feel for this pile specifically, you could be mirroring a little bit of each other within these A-B placements. So just take it as it resonates. And then we're going to have connecting cards. I had 3 in the last pile. So can we get 3 connecting cards here? We have 13, release, Archangel Azrael, sorry. the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. This is a death card here, but it's considered release. Also, you chose one of the more positive tarot decks that there are out there. So I feel like there's a lot of positivity within this connection. So we're releasing something. We're going to get, oh, I love this, 9 of water. This is the 9 of cups. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. I feel like you both enjoy being with each other. There's definitely a sense of happiness that you have when you're together. And then let's get one more. I need just one more. You're also very private. I've noticed that, because I'm trying to tap into what this connection is. And I get that it's going to be different for everybody, because this is leaning heavily towards love, but it could also be, like I said, a friend or a business partner. There's definitely a loving feeling here. We have the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles, a very happy family life, financial security, finding the magic in the little things in life. Yeah, so if this is a business partner, do expect there to be quite an abundance. Do expect there to be, this is a partnership where you both do your own thing, like you each bring something to the table. I'm not going to say that it's going to be equally balanced, because I feel like one person does something more heavily than the other, and this will depend on what the business is, but it's definitely going to feel like it's equal. So for person A, this is going to be you, pile 2, like I said, but you might see a little bit of yourself in the other one as well. 2 of air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. What I'm getting from this, though, is that there's going to be communication here. Believe it or not, I am getting somebody who's going to speak hard truths, like I was saying in the oracles, because the 2 of air, it's a 2 of swords, so it can be a lack of communication or needing to express very difficult communication. I feel like you are really good, at least to this person, at explaining things that are difficult to understand or difficult to say. I feel like this person truly appreciates the way you teach them certain things, because that's what's coming through with the 2 of air, believe it or not. It's not that there isn't communication, though I feel like there will be moments where there isn't, but let me get more cards, because I feel like I'm not seeing everything yet. We have the 6 of fire, victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Yeah, you two are going to get very far together. The King of Earth, this is the King of Pentacles, which also came out for person A in the last pile. Generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. You have a very grounding effect on this person for sure, because that came through in pile 1 as well. I'm not saying that I don't know if you would call to that. I doubt it, just because the energy is so different here. So for my person B, your person, we have the Page of Fire. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. This is giving me a very youthful energy, or a younger person. So they can be the younger of the two. I feel like they might look at you as a mentor, or they might be learning a lot from you. The World, Archangel Michael, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. And then Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you might be going into business together somehow. And even though this person is younger, and this might be part of the reason you're asking whether you can trust this person or not, I feel like you may have had, for example, let's say you look at younger people as very untrustworthy. This could be like a millennial or a Gen Xer looking at somebody who's Gen Z. And you just have like this weird assumption that everybody in Gen Z is this certain way. Well, there is a change in perspective here. And especially when it comes to this person is a lot more reliable than you would like to think. And you can replace any of the generations here. It could be Gen X to millennials, boomer to millennial, whatever it is. Regardless, just because they're younger doesn't mean that you cannot trust them. They have they have charm. This person has charm. And with the World, I feel like they have a bit of an old soul. Back of the deck energy, we have the King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Like I said, I feel like this person, they were giving me water vibes, so they could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And they're definitely this King of water. The fact that we have two kings here, though, lets me know that these are two people who are very confident in whatever it is that they have to do. They're both willing to put in the work. One is more stabilizing, a little bit more practical. The other one brings the charm and the fire and the passion that is needed for this project and endeavor. If these are lovers, same thing. I feel like one is more stable than the other, and the other person brings the romance. And I kind of like that. But let's start with person A. Let's start with you. This is going to be you, pile 2. If you resonate more with this side, though, you can take that. I feel like you could be either or here. But like I said, this person really enjoys how you communicate. I feel like, you know how sometimes you just like to hear somebody talk, or you like to hear somebody explain something that is usually very difficult to understand? I see this a lot. I'll see people who communicate well, and it has to be to their own taste. Like, I feel like everybody learns differently. You teach your person quite a bit. I feel like they like to hear you talk. I feel like they like it when you explain things to them, because there's something about the way you say things to them that just makes sense when anybody else could be talking to them or be telling them the same thing, but it just doesn't get across as well, or they don't understand it. I'm wondering if you both speak the same language, or if you come from similar backgrounds where like the way you explain things just makes sense to them, or even the way it could be the things you're talking about as well. Like you both have similar interests, therefore they pick up on this a lot more. With the 6 of fire, like I said, there's a lot of victory here. I feel like you both actually enjoy each other's company. I feel like regardless of what this is, there is definitely a solid basis of friendship here. And it's that kind of friendship where you just know you can trust each other, where you got each other's back. I'm seeing like two people who like to cheer each other on, especially with all this fire energy. Fire energy likes to gas up the people they love. With the king of fire, like I said, you're a very stabilizing effect on them. You're very responsible. They feel like they can trust you for sure. But they don't take it personally if you wonder whether you can trust them, because like I said, they've had to deal with a lot of release here. They've had to let people go, but due to lack of trust within connections, whether that was lovers, family, or other business partners. 9 of water, like I said, you two just have a good time. I feel like if you are business partners, it's going to be one of those businesses where you feel like you're always with a friend, like you're always hanging out, chilling, vibing. Like it's going to feel like a party when you two are together. And the 10 of Pentacles, there's just a lot of abundance to be made here, partially because you both bring such good energy. Like the energy a company or a workplace has really does affect the way business goes. I mean, you like to be in a setting where everybody's having a good time or everybody's in a good mood, as opposed to somewhere where you know people are just miserable. At least I know I do. With the page of fire, let's move on to person B here, your person. Like I said, they have a lot of youthful energy. And I feel like they always bring good news too. I feel like they're able to deliver certain things in a way that is very positive. They take a very positive spin on things. Even if, like I said, something is very negative, they're like, well, I feel like that was you. You both are able to turn something negative into a positive. And I feel like this could also be a monetary, like money. You could turn a negative balance into a positive balance. I feel like there's definitely a lot of goodness to be have here. I'm wondering if you both have like a like in a composite chart, whether you have Jupiter in the first house or something to that extent, because there's a lot of good energy here. With the world, like I said, there's an old soul energy to this person. So don't be surprised if they give you bits of wisdom that you kind of weren't expecting from somebody like them. I feel like they also have a lot of compassion, like they actually care, or they will learn to care about you. It might not be something you see right away. So let's say you've known them for a few years and then you say something personal to them, like, hey, my family's going through this. I feel like you'll be surprised when they start having compassion towards you and they wish you well, because especially if this is like a friend or like a business partner. If this is like a business partner, I feel like you kind of weren't expecting them to be so understanding, or to send like your family flowers or something like that, where they genuinely care, or they might, pick up a shift or do certain things, go out of their way to do extra stuff so that you can take care of your own things. With the Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity. There's a lot of newness with this person. I feel like they're taking on they're taking on a lot of new endeavors here with you. I feel like where you have already done this, like been there, done that, you already know, this person is going through this for the first time. And because they're going through this the first time, you're learning to see something that you've always seen like your whole life in a new light. They're going to show you a different perspective through their own eyes. And I feel like this is very inspiring. They definitely breathe new life into whatever it is that you two do. And if this is a romantic partner, like I said, they just reignite a fire within you, something that you may have been missing out in life. Like I said, this could be for any kind of relationship. Just take it as it resonates. And yeah, I love this. Some Scorpio energy is coming through with the Death card and with this Water card. The World is any sign. The only thing missing, well, no, because we have air here. I feel like this is a very balanced connection, believe it or not. I am going to get 3 cards from the Empyrean Mini Tarot. Just to clarify more, I did 3 cards for the first pile, but they had a lot more going on. But I'm going to go ahead and do it for you because you manifested it. Pile 2. So just any last messages or confirmation for the tarot portion. We have the Queen of Wands. This is beautiful. So if this is a romantic connection, your person definitely finds you very attractive and very charismatic. This could also be person B. I feel like this resonates a little bit more with them. Or they might bring out that more charismatic side of you. You have the 3 of Cups. Like I said, I feel like when you two are together, it's going to feel like a party every day. There we go. There's a butt there that YouTube might call me out for. But there's definitely this energy, this vibe of like always having a party with them. I feel like the both of you are going to enjoy having friends over or just being in the company of friends. And then the 4 of Cups. So let me tap into this because I feel like some of you, again, this is going to be mostly you, pile 2. You might hold some suspicion that this person might one day turn on you. And like I said, they're not going to take it personally. They understand that it's good to have a healthy amount of suspicion in any connection, in any relationship. And I don't feel like they would take it out on you. And likewise, I feel like you wouldn't take it personally either if they decided to question whether you're being honest with them or not. Because this is just normal. At least the way you two see it, this is a normal thing to question within connections from time to time. Because you never know when somebody might decide to keep something from you. You never know whether somebody has been forced to keep something to themselves or to not be completely honest. This is not going to be a problem going forward. In fact, I feel like they kind of, they're going to expect that from time to time regardless. But let's move on to some closing advice. But I'm really loving the energy here. I can tell that you two definitely have a good time and care about each other. And there's going to be a lot of success. Regardless of what that success may be, there's going to be a lot of it within this connection. So we have the Affirmators Deluxe Tarot. I'm sorry if you can hear the lawnmower outside. They were not doing anything for like a long time. And then as soon as I get back to reading, my neighbor is trying to do something in the stupid lawnmower. It's not mowing a lawn, that's for sure. Okay, so we have playfulness. And I felt like I was getting playfulness throughout this whole reading. I really love the vibes you two have, by the way. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game, rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins puts sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. And likewise, I feel like you both really enjoy partying together as well. I don't know what kind of business you have, but it might be something that has to do with parties. Like maybe you own a club or something to that extent. I also have the TV cards somewhere. And this is just to gain clarity on anything else within this partnership or connection. We have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. So whatever endeavor you and this person are trying to do, it's going to be successful. For some of you, if you are romantically linked, then the success here is going to be having a successful family. We have career. Yeah, some of you might just be working together. We have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So what I'm being shown is that if you two have like a business, I feel like you might get flowers sent to you from your person at this business. Or if this is a romantic connection, your person might send you flowers. In some cases, it could be both. I don't know. Maybe you're finding both a romantic interest and a business partner. And in both cases, you can trust them. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Strength is coming through again, and strength came up in the oracles, just to remind you. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of strength built within this connection. We have love. Oh, this is so sweet. There's a lot of love between you two. Like, even if you start off as business partners, it wouldn't surprise me if you just ended up becoming really good, close family friends and stuff. And in some cases, you might be going into business with a romantic partner. I mean, that could also be the case. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So this is going to be for some of you. Like I said, I feel like whomever this is, whether it's a romantic partner or a business partner, if you are lacking in any other kind of person that you kind of want to build something with, for example, let's say you do have the love, but you don't have a business partner, or you have the business partner, but you don't have the love, or anything else that you want here. There's going to be a feeling of lack, or in some cases, a family. Maybe some of you are wanting to start a family regardless of what's going on here. There's going to be that you're lacking in somebody else or something else within your life. Don't worry about this. What's back of the deck? We have January. January could be an important month, but I do feel like your wish will be granted, that something beautiful will come out of this, that all you have to do is persevere and you will feel the feeling of satisfaction coming through. And don't worry about your age either. Age has nothing to do with this. You will get what you want, what you deserve, and what is meant for you. But this is all I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If any of this resonated, please let me know. And if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the Golden Healer Stone and the Cozy Witch Tarot, then we have a reading here for you today about your person and whether you can trust them or not. So first song I'm channeling, and I've been channeling a lot of Usher lately. I'm not sure why, I guess because of that Super Bowl. But I also live near Atlanta, so he was kind of a big deal. Well, he still is a big deal around here. But I'm channeling You Remind Me of a Girl That I Once Knew, or at least, I don't know if that's what the song is called, but that's the lyric in the song. So yeah, this is probably going to be more romantic than not. So if you're not thinking about somebody romantic, I would suggest you go to the other piles. But I am getting a very flirtatious character coming through. Somebody who's a little bit of a... Well, you've seen the memes, I'm sure. Several memes. He's kind of known for like flirting heavily with some of his lady fans and friends. But that is what's coming through so far. We're going to look at the oracles to see what the nature of this person and you and your situation is, whether you can trust them, some keys into what they want to do with you. Okay, the energy just got very blocked. I'm wondering if this person is very hard to read, or if they just have like a very thick persona that they want to make impenetrable, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Okay, we have the Cayman and Poppy, dreams. You may have had dreams of this person, or they may have had dreams of you with number 20. We also have sincere, majestic, and easygoing with the rough collie. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy, number 36. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation and prayer with 50. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. And dove medicine. Thy wings are thick and strong, I see, for they have battled the most unforgiving winds. Be proud, be free, my child. Go on, soar like never be. So I'm getting When the Doves Cry with this song by Prince, which is about, it's a very good song. Like, if you've never heard it, I do suggest you do. It's about how having grown up in a very troubled household with troubled parents shaped the way somebody looks at relationships. It's funny because I just finished a reading where there was a certain pile that was talking about that too. Maybe you're having to do some ancestral wound healing here. Because like I said, there is a very heavy undertone of romance here. So if this is not a romantic connection or person you're thinking about, do go choose another pile, because this is what this specific pile is going to be. But let's start here. This person is they're very sensual. First and foremost, with the Cayman and the Poppy. Poppy makes me think of November. So they might have been born in November, which would make them either Scorpio, Sagittarius, or on the cusp. But it's definitely giving, especially with, I want to say this is an alligator. Like, I've never heard of an animal be called a cayman or a cayman. but I'm just going to say it's an alligator. And alligators are very interesting because they have a combination of earth and water. Somebody who's able to see into the depths, somebody who can see through a lot, but they're also very emotional, but they're also really good at hiding. I don't know if you've ever like seen water where alligators are. I've been on several trips where I've seen alligators in water. I've been in swamps with alligators in them. They're nowhere near as scary, but they are hard to spot if you don't know what you're looking for. I feel like this person has a little bit of a deceptive nature, not because, well, yeah, this is giving me F-boy, F-girl energy a little bit, but then we also have the rough collie here with sincere, majestic, and easygoing. I feel like they're a very attractive person. I don't know if you've ever seen collies, rough collies. They're very beautiful dogs. So I feel like they have a very naturally attractive presence, like conventionally attractive, like anybody would tell you, yeah, the person is good looking. With sacred gratitude, there is a sense here that, like I said, they just have a very grounding presence, or something about their energy is just it's very mysterious. I'm trying to put words into this, but like it's hard to describe, but there's definitely something very magnetic and alluring about this person that you're thinking of. So it's no surprise that you're wondering whether you can trust them or not. If some of you are wondering whether this person is single or taken, they are definitely single, but you're not their only option. I'm going to be very blunt about that. You're not the only option that they have. They definitely might be dating several people. If they said anything about being committed towards you, that's not quite true just yet anyway. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. I feel like at the end of the day, this is what you are looking for, happiness and joy. And they might be looking for this as well, but I don't know if their way of going about it is the same as yours. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. This is you, pile 3. You're being called to rely on yourself and know that you can trust your heart, that you can trust the love of the universe above the love of anybody else here. Because I don't know if anything about love has been said here, but there is like an undertone. Like I'm feeling chocolate and roses. And I guess it makes sense because it is Valentine's Day as I'm recording this. But it wasn't my intention to tap into anything romantic in this whole reading. But I knew that there would be one pile that would come up this way. Excuse me if you heard that. With dove medicine, though, this person has a lot of healing. And maybe you do too, pile 3. I think you have to be honest with yourself here if you understand whether there's any healing that has to be done. Because I feel like you will see the wounds in each other. Your wounds will mirror each other. It wouldn't surprise me if you both have trouble trusting people. Because you definitely are wondering about this person, but this person has trouble trusting somebody. Because there's been somebody in their life, somebody older, either a mother figure or like a boss figure. I am seeing it more feminine, or at least in their feminine energy, who has tried to manipulate them. Who has tried to make them out to be something they are not. Who has tried to demonize them, essentially. And the way they deal with this is that, well, one, they're not healed. I'm just going to be very blunt. They're not very healed about this. But they kind of take it out on women in general. It's like they have a hard time trusting people, but mostly women. But at the same time, they like women. Whoever, regardless of what this person's gender is, they're very much into women. And that's not to say that you yourself are a woman, pile 3. I'm just saying that they have a very weird relationship with women where they hate them and love them at the same time. Or if they don't hate them, they definitely don't trust them. So I feel like they think that they can play games with them because they think that they will play games with them, or they know they have the capacity to. It's kind of like the energy I'm getting from your person is that they're capable of breaking my heart, so let me mess with them before they actually get a chance to break my heart. And that itself breaks my own heart. Like, I'm sorry that this person has to feel this way. And I'm sorry if you're having to deal with the energy of this person, especially if they have shown interest in you. Because I feel for a lot of you, you kind of don't know. Like, you don't know how to take some of the things they've said and or done with you if there hasn't been like an established date or connection or relationship here, that is. You will know who you are. Prosperity sisters are joy and happiness. So I feel like somebody here is wanting to be very prosperous, more to do with money, than anything, but also with love, if that applies. But the thing is that you need happiness and joy first, and I feel like that's been missing a lot, either in this person's life or in yours, or even within this connection. Because this is the first pile where like there's a feeling of an actual romantic connection or situationship. I feel like it could also be a situationship, but yeah, it feels like this is the first pile where there's some kind of instance of a romantic connection. We're going to look at the astro dice to get more insight. We have Aquarius. We have Jupiter. Well, then what was the other sign? Was that Saturn? Oh, I messed up for pile 2. I said Jupiter when it was Saturn, which would have been work, which makes sense because that was part of what was up. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Pile 3. So we have the second house of finances and possessions. We have Aquarius and we have Jupiter. So, somebody here might have a lot of money. That could be you, that could be your person, or just be very lucky when it comes to finances. Like I feel like somebody here is very fortunate. That comes with the sacred gratitude here. With Aquarius, though, they may not care about their finances, believe it or not. I feel like Aquariuses can care about money, but it's not like the most important thing. I feel like this is somebody who likes to spend a lot to impress people. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to spend a lot to impress people. So for example, let's say they have a lot of really nice designer clothing. They only do it to impress others or for like a picture or for, you know, social media. This is somebody who has nice things, but it's not even because they like it. They know it's because it's what's going to get them something that they want. Another way I'm seeing this is somebody who has a nice car, not because they like cars or even care, but because they know it will get them respect from others. That's one of the examples I'm being shown. Or buying a house in a neighborhood you don't like, but because it's like a very popular, affluent neighborhood, it's going to get you the friends you want, or it's going to get you in the circles you want. It's that kind of energy, unfortunately. But I don't feel like they have a problem getting this. Like money is not a problem here. What is the problem is how they use it, or what they think it will get them. Like I'm also being shown the example of somebody who has a lot of money just to impress women or their dates or whatever. But let's move on to the tarot to get to the heart of this matter between you and your person and whatever is going on. So let's start. This is the Cozy Witch Tarot. We're going to do this person A and B style. You are going to be person A. Your person's going to be person B. We're going to have connecting energies to see what is going on. And we're going to do 9 cards plus back of the deck energy. So let's get 3 connecting cards. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles has come up in every single pile so far. True success isn't just about money. It's about happiness too. So yeah, I'm getting a feeling that this person has trouble figuring out that happiness isn't women and money. It's happiness. They think these two things is going to bring the happiness, but they don't focus on themselves enough to realize that happiness comes from within and with what you make out of what you have, as well as your life. We have the Knight of Wands. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little bit. I feel like this person bends the rules quite a bit. Maybe the both of you do. Maybe you both understand that, like I'm seeing 2 people liking to be a little reckless with each other. Okay, Spirit, I'm hearing that you 2 get off on being reckless somehow, or something taboo. We have the 2 of Swords. Wake up. What is it that you truly want? So I'm getting the energy of you not knowing whether you want to stay in a situationship with this person because it's fun and exciting, or whether you just want to move on and find something more stable. It's like you're choosing between the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. King of Pentacles could be somebody that can provide for you, who can be a stable presence in your life, who can provide a family if that is what you want, as well as a home. And the Knight of Wands is somebody who just likes to have fun and, you know, not really commit, but just want to have fun with you. And this is for you, pile 3. I really feel like this is something you have to ask yourself. You can have both. I definitely feel like you can have both, but it would have to be a King of Wands that you want, not just the Knight of Wands. So let's look at your cards, pile 3. We have the Magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. Basically, you don't need another person right now. I feel like this is calling you to focus on yourself and to manifest the life you truly want. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming to you in your life, or at the very least, you could call that in right now if you weren't being preoccupied with whatever it is this person wants or doesn't want with you. We have Six of Pentacles. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. This is reciprocity. Any kind of energy you put into something is going to come back to you tenfold. And I feel like the universe is making sure that this happens, because I feel like you're somebody who's put a lot of effort into your relationships or even situationships before. And then for your person, we're looking at whether you can trust them or not here. Because you can definitely trust yourself. I feel like you have enough self-trust that you're kind of not thinking too much about whether you can trust this person, or it's like, I'll be fine. I just need to make sure that they don't F up my life. I feel like that's what you're really asking about this person. So for your person, we have the Page of Wands. Just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. You know what? What was the Knight of Wands? Because we have two open windows here. Does this person like sneak into your house or something? Okay. And then we have, yeah, another open door, Broom. This is the Death card, by the way. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. They might be a Scorpio, because that's what the Death card is. And Temperance, Sagittarius. Like I said, it was like a Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp. No, wait, that was another pile. They might be on a Sagittarius, on a Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp, which would be sometime in November. With Temperance, let go of self-imposed limitations. Back of the deck energy. Seven of Wands, which you should hold other witches accountable. I'm not surprised, because I feel like I'm holding you accountable about your whatever it is you have with this person. Because it seems like, one, I cannot tap into their energy. I'm not sure if there's somebody who's aware that they're very closed off, because I'm being shown somebody who's kind of shutting stuff out so that you can focus on you. Or at the very least, maybe that's what your higher self is trying to do, is bring all the focus on you. But regardless, we are going into this. Let's start with person A, which is supposed to be you, though I feel like a lot of this can be you. So like I said, you're manifesting a lot, and I feel like some of you are working on your money, especially if this is a person who's been draining you financially. It's time to focus on you, because you have everything you could possibly need. I feel like what you really need to work on, though, is self-love right now. Because I don't know who is the person that cares a little bit too much about money and how much it's going to impress people. But if it is you, pile 3, I feel like you need to tone it. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, because you're allowed to splurge on yourself from now and then, every now and then. But if you're doing it to impress this particular person, or if you're spending more money just to make yourself look good so that you'll attract a certain kind of person, I feel like it's time to look inward, because let's face it, the physical things are only going to attract the wrong kind of people. Or in this case, I feel like you might be doing this to the point where you don't even understand what you want anymore. It's like somebody spending a lot of money to look good on nice clothes, on like beauty things, but it's like, what are you doing all of this for? Like, you already look gorgeous. I can already tell you're already a very beautiful person, pile 3, but what are you doing all of this for? To attract somebody to your good looks, when you know that the person who is meant for you, the person who you are going to attract, the person who's going to love you, will love you no matter what you look like. And I'm not saying you're not allowed to look good or look however you want to look here, but at some point it's like, there's only so much you can do of that before you stop looking like yourself and start looking like somebody who's trying too hard to, like I said, attract the wrong kind of person or the wrong kind of energy. With this person, though, let's focus on them, because believe it or not, a lot of what's on them is actually about you. They have this Page of Wands energy, so they might be younger, or they might have a very youthful outlook on life. I really feel like it's going to be more the youthful outlook on life, because I'm getting somebody who kind of refuses to grow up for whatever reason. Just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. I feel like they kind of don't really want to put in the work, or they don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. This person is kind of just keeping their options open, just kind of have this window. And all these windows are open actually, because even here, open window, open door. They're keeping their options open. And like I said, you're not the only person they're entertaining. But it's going to tire them out eventually. But I'm hearing you're not supposed to wait for this person at all. Like, don't wait for them to figure themselves out. You need to move on to better things, essentially. With the broom, tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. While they're still in the picture, or while you are still entertaining them. I'm sorry. It's hard to get some of these messages out. But while you're still entertaining them, they're going to keep doing what they do. You're not going to allow space for somebody important to come in if you're entertaining them. This also makes me think that if they live with you right now, they kind of need to move out, because it is giving me the energy of them having their stuff here. As I said this, there's this beautiful cardinal, a red cardinal outside my window. Oh, it's beautiful. I haven't seen one in a while. But I love that. Whenever I see them, it gives me the energy that the person that is meant for you is going to arrive right on time. That's what I'm getting out of that. Oh, that was such a beautiful... I'm not a bird watcher, but I can understand why people would want to watch birds. They're cool. With 14, temperance, let go of self-imposed limitations. The self-imposed limitation here is whatever you're trying to get out of your connection with this person. And I'm not saying they haven't fulfilled their purpose. If you were just trying to have fun for a little bit, or to have a little bit of a confidence boost, an ego boost, that's fine. If there was a situationship where you just kind of wanted each other for, you know, whatever physical aspects of each other you wanted, again, that's fine. But if you want to find something serious, if you really want to find commitment from somebody who will take care of you, or who will start whatever it is you want, like if you want somebody to be a long-term committed partner, because I feel like you don't need to be taken care of, but you would like there to be somebody who you can rely on. They're not going to come along while you're with this person, or not while you are waiting on this person. Don't expect this person to like step up, essentially. I've actually been doing a lot of readings where there's like somebody who's going to step up in certain readings. If you were from one of those and you think it's this person, unfortunately, I don't see that for quite a while. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of healing to do, and I really do feel like they like you to some extent. But they're not going to settle down for you. And that's on them for not noticing what a beauty you are, what a wonderful energy you bring, and everything that you bring to the table. You are the magician here. You are this King of Pentacles energy. You can take care of yourself. You do you, and you do it well. This person is in their Page of Wands energy, and they're going through it with having Temperance and Death card in their area. They're going through a big rebirth, and who that person may be at the end of that rebirth, we don't know, but it's not for you to wait around for. With Temperance, they might, I do feel like they're going to mature. And if you're willing to wait it out for them to mature, I guess you can. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But maybe until then, just look for other options, because I don't see this person... I don't know. I can feel the frustration you have for this person. I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm just saying that, do you really want to be with somebody who keeps options and is flirtatious with everybody, and who won't treat you like this beautiful King of Pentacles or magician that you are? With Seven of Wands here, this is what is coming to the forefront. Witches should hold other witches accountable. What this is telling me is that you need to hold them accountable for their refusal to own up to whatever this connection is supposed to be, or to whatever it is that you both agreed on. I feel like if you try to ask them to be held accountable, they would just brush it off or try to bring something else up, as opposed to actually deal with this. They might even ghost you if you were to text them something according to that. Because they're in this Knight of Wands, Page of Wands energy. They're not yet in the King or Queen of Wands energy that they should. And this is like a major healing point for them. I feel like you brought about a lot of this healing. Either you brought it to their attention, or they just kind of learned through and with you. And maybe losing you could have been the biggest mistake they've ever made. Because here you are. It's funny, because there's windows here, but the shades are closed. And this is like, I don't know what you call these rooms, but it's like, I guess a greenhouse, is that a thing? Or a sunroom? where there's all these plants and there's this big, it's basically a whole little room made of large windows, but it's an enclosed area, and you're here growing these beautiful things, finding all this money, all this abundance, and they're over here with all this open windows, just letting things go out the door. In some cases, even sweeping them. This is giving me the energy of like two people who want to save up to maybe buy a house or something like that. And one person is doing every little thing they can to save up here and there, or to get their finances in order. And the other person is just spending frivolously. This is the energy this is giving me. Yeah, don't wait around for your person. What we had underneath here was a strength card. It takes great strength to be soft. Yeah, it takes strength and discipline. I'm actually getting discipline from this card to do the things you do, pile 3. Let's get some clarifying cards here. This is the mini Empyrean Tarot. I'm going to get 3 cards from this to see any other messages we need to know about whether this person is trustworthy or not. I'm hearing not yet. They will eventually become a very trustworthy person. Whether you're going to be in their life or not when this happens, I guess, remains to be seen. We have the 10 of Cups. I feel like you two get along emotionally, believe it or not. I feel like you are either really good friends or you just have fun with each other. Or at the very least, if this is a situationship where all you use each other for is like the physical needs, you enjoy that. Like, I feel like it's probably some of the best you've ever had, or you definitely please each other the way you want to be pleased. We have the 4 of Cups. But see, this is what's holding you back, is these stagnant emotions that somebody is holding on to. I feel like somebody is holding on to either other people, other emotions, some baggage. There's healing to be done here. I'm not tapping too much into whatever it is that needs to be healed. I just know that there's needing some healing. They are needing some healing, sorry. We also have the 10 of Globes. 10 of Pentacles. And you see, this is what frustrates you the most, and it's frustrating me seeing it as well. This could work out. But are you willing to wait for this person to emotionally mature, or to commit, or to heal their wounds, knowing that you might have to do a little bit of that for them? That's up to you, pile 3. It's up to you. But let's move on to your closing statements, because I don't want to sound too patronizing. I really feel like I am, but it's kind of like when you see your friend being taken advantage of, or when they want to just do a little too much for a connection that you just feel they deserve better. It's that kind of energy. Okay, so we have some Affirmators Deluxe confirmation cards. So what, are they trustworthy? Not yet. They could be. But that's the thing, it's in the future, and you don't know how far off that future is. Okay, so we have magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can be probably explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with holy crap, that's unbelievable. So yeah, I feel like you both believe in magic. More so you, pile 3. And then I have some tea leaf cards. Also, something about coincidences. I feel like coincidences are a big thing for you, and maybe you felt that this is part of the reason you were meant to meet them. You might have a lot of things in common. Like maybe you have a similar upbringing or something along those lines. And maybe this is part of the reason you think you can wait for them, because you understand them to an extent that maybe nobody else does. Maybe they've told you this. We have Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Like I said, it's going to be a while. If you want to wait them out, you can. But like, I'm hearing just go ahead and have fun. Leave them behind. If they're meant for you, they'll come back to you, or you'll come back to them. Not unsuccessful plans. They might cancel plans quite a bit. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcomes to a problem. Do they bring like a lot of bad luck to you? We have Harp, great happiness, but also happiness. It's like this person might have, like, even when bad things happen, I feel like you can both still spin it to make it something positive. We have Tulip, great passion. Yeah, great passion. I get it. Pile 3. They're really great in the sack. Okay, Scissors. Disappointment in some affair. But they still disappoint you from time to time. Okay. Back of the deck, Moon. Changes in your life. This is giving me the Moon card in Tarot, of course, which is subconscious stuff as well as like a psychic connection of some sort. But it's like a 50-50. It's up to you whether, like, yeah, they're trustworthy or they could be more trustworthy. But there's work to do. And it's up to you whether you want to continue living with this or if you just want to go ahead, move on, and work on yourself. Because there is a call to focus on your own magic here. As well as to find your own happiness. Because slowly but surely getting ahead. You might keep tabs on this person, I can tell. Like, you're probably going to want to keep in contact with them to see if they ever come around. But I wouldn't. I don't know. You'd have to give it time. But this is all I have for you today, Pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, Pile 4. If you chose the Tibetan or Lemurian quartz, I can't remember what it's called. But we have a reading here for you today about whether you can trust your person or not. We have the Starchild Tarot. Song that was coming through, I'm not sure if it's going to resonate with anybody. It was 1-2 Step by Ciara. I haven't heard that song in a long time. I don't know if you enjoy dancing or like very specifically choreographed songs. Because that's all I can think of that song. I have no opinion on that song. I haven't heard it in a very long time. But yeah, early 2000s R&B has been coming through in this entire reading. But that's what's coming through. Just take it if it resonates. But we have oracles here. We're going to look at your person. This is their vibe check to see what their current situation is, how they're regarding you, and of course, whether you can trust them or not. We have the bee and pomegranate with productivity. This is giving me Persephone vibes because of the pomegranate. We have English pointer, amiable, energetic, and intelligent. We have the now, number 47. We have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. We have sacred action, decisive focus. I thought this was a card that had come up earlier in pile, was it pile 2? If you recall to pile 2, you might want to go back and look at that one because I feel like it's going to be a similar vibe so far. We also have, instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. And tranquility, 39. In thy womb of blissful quieting and calming stillness lives the world of worlds spellbound to the silence. I love this. I love this house. I love the snow. There is a very quiet presence about your person here. Yes, you can trust them. They're very mysterious, so I can see why you would wonder sometimes, especially if they go quiet on you from now and then, because what this makes me think of is it's like an old school clock and hitting snooze on it. So I feel like, I'm not saying that you sleep on your person, but people definitely sleep on them. Again, I'm getting like a very specific vision of somebody who's very, like a very diligent worker. They might be petite or they might be quiet. There's something small about their presence, but also very mysterious. I feel like this person, again, like Persephone, they come and go. I'm getting a very soft feminine energy from this person as well. Some of it could be you as well, pile 4, but I feel like you might mirror a little bit of this. But this is somebody who works very well, somebody who is not above like making compromises with somebody they love, because I am being shown the Hades and Persephone myth, where Persephone comes first like half of the year to the underworld to do her underworld queen duties, and then the other half is spent in the I guess the regular world, the living world, where she brings the crops and brings the warmth. She is the goddess of spring and the underworld. There's definitely two sides to your person, and I feel like not everybody gets to see that one other side that only you get to see, pile 4. I am getting romantic vibes from this, maybe friendship, maybe but this is definitely somebody you love. This is somebody who is very trustworthy, even if they have moments in their life where they seem to be doing things that are, like I said, mysterious, or maybe they go away from time to time. Maybe they ask for a lot of space from time to time. Time is a big thing here. I feel like They might be keeping track of time, maybe to an obsessive point. I'm wondering if, excuse me if you heard that. I'm wondering if there's somebody who's trying to get pregnant here. Because that's what I saw in this card. I thought she was, I guess she still looks pregnant. Or I don't, maybe this is just a skirt, but something about worrying about the future as well. I feel like this person cares a little bit too much about what's going to go on in the future. They're definitely giving me this energy of somebody who plans things out, who kind of has a very specific mindset and or goals when it comes to this. With the English pointer, I do feel they're intelligent, amiable, and energetic. This is definitely them. They get things done with a good attitude. They're very happy. Or at the very least, they can have a very cheery disposition. I don't feel like that's always the case. Like I said, you see a side to them that not everybody gets to see, but at least on the outside and to other people, they're not afraid of showing this happy energy. With sacred purpose and eternal flame, this person is very loyal. So like I said, I feel like this person from time to time asks for some space or to go away. Don't think that they're doing anything shady. They just need time to recollect themselves. With sacred action and decisive focus, they do a lot of either energy work, shadow work, or something to ground themselves. They might meditate, or they might have friends that they go to like a yoga retreat or something to this extent. But again, they are very loyal. They're very sweet. And they care more about making sure their life goes according to how it's supposed to go. I feel like they're very set in their ways when it comes to productivity and their inner peace. That's what I'm getting with tranquility, is somebody who cares a lot about their inner peace. With sacred purpose, I feel like they have a purpose. Like, I keep getting called to this card. They might have a pretty big purpose, but it's like they have goals. They have goals they want to meet. They want to get stuff done. They want to change the world. And I feel like this is part of what drew you to this person, is that they definitely have an air about them that they've got stuff to do. Like, they love you, but they got stuff to do, you know? And I'm really loving this energy. It's very calm. They might be an energy worker. They might be a tarot reader. I am getting that from them. They might be somebody I follow for all I know. But this is definitely somebody who cares. They care a lot, not just about you, but like about everything else, including their own well-being. It's like they take care of themselves so they can take care of everybody else. With the worker bee, again, I feel like they might identify a lot with their job, whatever their job may be. I feel like they're also very passionate about it. They might have a very interesting job, and again, this is why they care. They could travel for work as well. Like I said, I feel like you don't always get to see them, or you don't always get to see all sides of them. Yeah, they care a lot. But let's get some astro dice. We have Capricorn, Neptune, and the 10th house. So Neptune in the 10th house makes me think that they have like an esoteric kind of job, and with Capricorn, they're probably very good at it, because Capricorn cares a lot about their they care about their career. And then in the 10th house, this is something that the world, the public sees. With Neptune, it could be something very spiritual or spiritually related. So I feel like they might be well known, believe it or not, whether they have like a social media account or whether they have some kind of line. Regardless, they could also have a YouTube, but they have quite a bit of a following. With Neptune, like I said, it could be something to do with yoga, tarot, energy healing, something along those lines. And Capricorn, they take themselves seriously. They take their career to be their life's work, and they care. They care so much, both about how they come off to other people as well as like what goes on in their life. They definitely care about family as well. I am getting that feeling that if they have a family, they care a lot about them. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I feel like they might go visit family from time to time. And like I said, because Persephone spends those half the year with her mom, taking care of the crops and bringing the what's it called? The harvest forward. So yeah, they might visit their family often, maybe for months or weeks at a time. Do know they are loyal. Do know they always think of you. I feel like they tell you this, but you might have your suspicions, and there's nothing wrong with that. but they're always living in the moment because they've learned from their past to live in the moment because it is all we have. But let's move on to the tarot. I quite like this energy. It feels a little familiar, I'm not gonna lie. Or at the very least, that would be something I aim for. But like, yeah. So let's look at the tarot. This is the Starchild Tarot. We're going to be doing this person A and B style, where person A is you, pile 4, and then person B is your person. And then we're going to have connecting energies in the center. So for my pile 4, can they trust their person? I'm hearing a resounding yes. And I'm even hearing, you already know. Like, why are you here? Are you missing your person? This is very cute. Okay, so connecting energies. We have 6 of Wands with victory. Oh yeah, they know how to win stuff. If they go away for competitions, they're always bringing home medals. We have the 8 of Cups with emotionally withdrawing. Like I said, they might go away from time to time just to withdraw from the world and gather themselves. And this might be to a whole different country. And then to clarify, oh no, one more connecting energy, sorry. We have the Knight of Swords. I feel like they keep in constant contact with you. I'm hearing some of it might actually be through their higher self. Like they may contact you emotionally. If you ever get a feeling that of like them being around, know that it is them sending you love or sending you, you know, whatever feeling they're feeling. I feel like you both, your communication is really good. Your communication is really good between the both of you. So do trust that whatever they tell you is the truth and that they're being very honest and frank with you. So for you, pile 4, this is your energy. We have the King of Wands. Oh, that's beautiful. We have Serenity. This is going to be the Hermit card. So maybe you enjoy your time alone as well. I feel like you both do, but like separate from each other. But you still miss each other. I feel like you both do some kind of ritual where you try to gather yourselves, especially if you are both empaths. We also have the Starseed here with the Fool, but I'm being told to take it as Starseed. I feel like you do identify as a Starseed, pile 4. So I'm not surprised that you got somebody who's very similar to you and that you're able to understand them. So then, like, why are you at this reading? I feel like you know you can trust them. I feel like you're just missing them. You kind of want to know what's up, especially if they're hiding something and you kind of know that if they are hiding something, it's something good. And I hope I didn't give that away in the oracles, because I did say something along the lines of that in the oracles. Oh, pile 4's person. Please forgive me if I did. Okay, so we have the Sun for your person. Yeah, they're your sun. I can tell. Right now, they're in that phase of Persephone where they're away from you, if you're watching this. We also have the King of Swords. Oh, okay, this makes sense. Where you bring the charisma, they bring the intelligence and the words. I feel like you both complete each other in very specific and unique ways. What's interesting is that the kings have been showing up in both sides in a lot of my readings. So I feel like for a lot of these piles, there's a lot of equality, with the exception of like pile 1. If you were called to pile 1, it's not going to be about the same person. So one more card for your person here. You missed their conversation for sure. I feel like you found them very fun, or still find them fun. Awakening here with, this is going to be Judgment. Wow, we have a lot of major arcanas and 2 kings. You are both very powerful. Back of the deck energy, Knight of Cups. Yeah, you love each other. I feel like that flirtatious side of you within this connection, this is definitely a love connection, by the way. If this is not a love connection, please go check out the other piles, because these 2 people just love each other. Oh my god, I feel like that flirtatious energy never really went away between the both of you, and I feel like because you spend some time apart from each other, it even nurtures that. Like, it allows you to be very cute. It's kind of like in the beginning phases of a relationship where you're texting each other cute messages or sending each other, you know, spicy pics or whatever. You still do that, especially when you're away from each other, and I feel like it keeps your connection and your relationship very youthful, but in a good way. And it makes you feel like because you're apart from each other, it makes you feel like you have, you know, a boyfriend or girlfriend. Even if you are already married, or if you're already committed, or if you've already been together forever, it brings a cute little modern flair to your connection, especially if this is like a couple that's been together forever. because for some of you, you might be a little bit older. But let's start with person A here. This is you, pile 4. If you feel some mirroring within these piles, I do feel like that would resonate as well. I wouldn't be surprised if your person found you to be very similar, but you're definitely the more charismatic and outgoing one out of the both of you, believe it or not. Even if you yourself feel like you aren't, because we do have the Hermit card here, there is a sense here that you're more outgoing, so I feel like you're more likely to send them like flowers from afar or messages or gifts when they're not around. I feel like you just cherish your person dearly, and they're aware of it. They like the loud displays of affection. I feel like they really enjoy it whenever you bring on the charm. With Serenity here, I'm not saying that you find it a little peaceful when they're gone. It's more like you understand that this time apart that you have from each other only nurtures the connection even more. I feel like it wouldn't surprise me if your person had clicked on a reading, either this reading or a reading similar to this, to see where you stand with them, especially when you're far apart. But there is a sense here, because the Hermit card is Virgo, but there's a lot of fidelity here. There's a lot of like, you guys just love each other. With Starseed, the Fool energy, I feel like every time they see you, you have something new to share or to bring to the table. It's almost like they're always excited to see what you have, how you have grown, or what you have found out since they've been away. And this comes through especially because with the Knight of Swords, there is a feeling here that your person enjoys the conversations you have with each other. They genuinely care about all the new things you've heard about today, or how your day has gone. It's like your conversation is really what has kept you two together. Because even when you are together, and even when you see each other every day, when you finally do get to see them every day, it's like you enjoy the conversation you have with each other. You enjoy about the small things that they've experience, the big things, the bigger ideas. It's all these cute little things. I really love this energy. It's so sweet. With the Eight of Cups, this emotional withdrawal, I feel like you both like to do this together. You withdraw from the world, especially once you get to see each other. I feel like you both withdraw from the world and you really create your own little safe space, your emotional safe space with each other. And then with the Six of Wands, you celebrate together. I feel like you really enjoy having like dinner together, or going away on like small vacations where it's just the two of you and you like block out everything else. You might turn off your phones, or you might like not do any work. You really just focus on each other. It's like mini honeymoons that you have on a regular basis. It's very cute and very sweet. But let's move on to your person here with person B. So they could have Leo because the sun is Leo, but it's also giving me I don't even know how to put the Strength card for sure, but they're definitely the sun in your life. I feel like they brighten your life. They're very confident, especially around you. There's something about your energy that makes them feel very beautiful, believe it or not. With Awakening here, Judgment, I feel like there is something very your person, as beautiful as they are, as soft as they come off, there's something very no nonsense about them, and I feel like you miss that more than anything. You love seeing this soft, quiet strength within them that like brings life to you. With Judgment, or sorry, it says Awakening here, but this is the Judgment card. But I feel like they truly are your sunrise, because we have Awakening in the sun. They just light up your life, and you miss them dearly. And likewise, I feel like they feel the same way about you. They miss the tranquility you bring to them. They miss the fresh air that you give them, the breath of fresh air. With the King of Swords, they're really good at communicating, and I feel like if it hadn't been for that, you probably wouldn't be with your person, because there's something about the way you communicate that really assures you that, one, you can trust them, two, that they're loyal to you, three, I feel like they tell you everything. Even small little details here and there really brighten up your day, and I feel like you like to hear about it because it means that they care. Even when you argue, I feel like you still like the way they put the argument or the conversation here. This is such sweet energy. Like, I can just feel the love here. Like, this is so cute. And like I said, lots of flirtation between the both of you. I feel like this is what there might be some witty banter as well. I feel like the banter is how you flirt. Again, even when it's mean, even when it's like in your face or sassy, I feel like you love this about your person. We're going to get some clarifying cards here from the Empyrean Mini Tarot. Okay, one fell on the floor. I'm taking that one. Ooh, we have the Hierophant. You learn a lot from your person. I feel like your person is a very intelligent individual, especially because we have the King of Swords here. And you learn a lot from them, and both indirectly and directly. I feel like they teach you, and sometimes even just watching them or like hearing small anecdotes about their day shows you something about life that you weren't expecting to learn. I feel like you both learn from each other though. We also have the Four of Swords. This is giving me that you both like to take time off. Again, you like to just get away from the world. You might dream of them a lot as well, and they might dream of you. And I feel like this is just another way you communicate. Also, my voice has been very quiet this entire reading. Partially because I'm a little tired. I've been doing readings all day. But also partially because there's just something peaceful about this connection with serenity here and awakening, and yeah, there's just something beautiful. We also have the Seeker of Cups. You keep your love so fresh and so alive. It's like every time you see them, you feel like you're seeing them for the first time. It's like you fall in love over and over again. And they feel the same way about you, Pile 4. They really do. It's like if you're picking them up from the airport, every time you see them, it's like, wow, there's my person. And they look so beautiful, they look so good, and I'm just, you get the butterflies again, you fall in love again, and it's just so sweet. And I'm saying butterflies in a good way here, not in the way that like makes you nervous, but in a way that's like makes you giddy. You might giggle a lot with each other actually, or your person might giggle a lot. That is coming through. But let's move on to your closing advice, because this is just such sweet energy. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, you can trust your person, and yes, I know you miss them, but like oh, this is so cute. This is so sweet. So for my pile 4, we have the Affirmators cards. They're going to get one from here. Possibility. Be free, chickadee. Hear ye, hear ye. I hereby unclench my grip on all the old thought patterns that are getting in my way. I surrender any ideas that make me feel like a victim of circumstance or make my ideal relationship, job, whatever, seem like an impossibility. I am now the mayor of reinvention and issue the following decree. Limiting beliefs about myself and my life are henceforth, forthwith, officially, and indubitably declared for the birds. Henceforth, everything is possible. So I feel like when you are with your person, you feel like you can take on the world. And I feel like you both have accomplished a lot. We did have the Six of Wands in the tarot, so I feel it wouldn't surprise me if you've won awards together. Especially if you have like a business or something of that regard, or if you work on like a similar project and you've won a lot of awards, or if you own something together. I feel like you are both just really good at what you do, and when you come together, it's even better because you bring such good energy as well as this trust that you both have in each other. So we have some tea leaves. I'm hearing 5 for you. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yeah, I feel like you both would want a family, not because you feel like you need one or that society told you, but because you just love each other so much that it'd be nice to have little ones running around as people who carry on your love. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God. Okay, we have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You see your person as an angel, and I definitely feel like their higher self. Sorry for the cut, pile 4, my camera ran out of battery. But yeah, I feel like your person's higher self is kind of like a guardian angel or a spirit guide to you. So that's not surprising. I feel like I said, the communication is key here, but like not just actual 3D communication, the 5D or 4D communication. Like you might have like psychic vibes with each other for sure. I said 5, right? Yeah. So let's get wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So I feel like, okay, so your person is somebody that is so psychically attuned, and you might be as well, pile 4, where if you know somebody is trying to come between either the both of you or you and somebody else, you go to them for guidance because they're so attuned to energies that they would be able to sniff one out as soon as you start talking about a situation. And even if it's between the both of you as well, they would know. I feel like they would call you up right away, like, hey, I was getting a weird feeling when I thought about you. What's going on? It's that kind of energy. Like, the communication between the both of you is just so mind blowing and so satisfactory. Um, I'm being shown an energy where, like, sometimes talking to you is almost as sad as, it's just as satisfying as if you two were, you know, being intimate together. We have Dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. I feel like both of you have invested quite a bit, especially with nest here. I do feel like you have like a nest egg, like you both have saved up your money or you have good investments, or this is something you've manifested. Like you manifested each other as well as the life that you have together, and it's quite beautiful. We also have Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. What I'm also getting from this is that you both enjoy a good challenge to overcome. I feel like you both like to test each other out to see just how much you can take on. Not in a bad way. It's kind of like, I feel like you both might like hiking for this very reason. Like you like to see how far you can go, how steep a hill you can climb, and like you love to push each other. I am getting strong Capricorn vibes from this connection. Or like a strong Saturn energy as well. Like I said, if you were drawn to pile 2, do go to that one because I mistakenly called Jupiter Saturn there, or I mistook Saturn for Jupiter there. It's that energy where like hard work feels like good luck to the both of you. Like you don't mind a challenge. And oh, that's what I said was 5. And then back of the deck energy, May. So May may be an important month for the both of you. That could be when you meet, when you have an anniversary or somebody's birth date, something along those lines. But this is all I have for you, pile 4. Oh, in the break while I was charging my phone, I did look up the 1-2 Step song from Sierra that was coming through at the beginning. I just hear that you both like to dance, and there's a part in the song where she's talking about like any kind of dance, I'll dance with you, or something along those lines. And likewise, if you both literally love to dance, I feel like you like to do all kinds of dances. Like you don't stick to one thing. I feel like that's just talking about physical compatibility here as well. But I'm also hearing 2 people that love to have a good time and whose bodies just, you meld into each other both physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I truly love this connection. I'm so happy for both you and your person, pile 4. Yes, you can trust them. What are you doing here? You know this. You just want to hear about them. But this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.